You might have read a variety of interpretations concerning our information society and our digital technologies. They sometimes tend to be juvenile. Black or white, good or bad, is going to be the next utopia or the next dystopia. Unfortunately, once you start getting a little bit older and a few grey hair start appearing, you understand that the truth is uninterestingly in the middle. There's one point to be said, and I would like to recommend to anyone who reads this book to keep it in mind. It's up to us. Do not believe anybody who tells you that technology has its own forces, that you are powerless. It is not true. Not true in the sense that it's our responsibility to make sure that the best that can happen in these technologies is going to happen and the worst is kept under control. So the good and bad news here is that it's up to us to make sure that the good bits are going forward and the bad bits don't. It would be much easier to be told that there's nothing we can do and que sera, sera, but that's not the case. So the information revolution has taken us quite by surprise, not least because it was not planned. It turned out to be so because of other reasons, especially the Second World War and the Cold War. Because it has taken us by surprise, the surprise has, of course, generated a huge amount of interest. So there's plenty of books that treat the consequences and the effects of the information revolution. To the best of my understanding, there are very few, and perhaps only one, the one I'm presenting to you today, that tries to look at the causes and the deep conceptual roots of this revolution. So without trying to sell the book too enthusiastically, it must be said that it is time for reflection. And the metaphor I like to introduce now is the following. Imagine you have to jump across a very wide gap. The temptation would be to get as close as possible to the gap and then jump. And of course, that would be a mistake. It's a mistake we make again and again by forcing ourselves to hurry up and be pragmatic and solve the problems right now because there is no time for reflection. Well, reflection is exactly the run-up that we need. We need to take steps back so that we can jump forward successfully. Unless we take those steps back, we will keep interacting with changes on a daily basis on a reactive mode. What we need is more reflection for better planning.